Here it is. Here it is. Elon Musk forced algorithmic changes to boost his tweets after Joe Biden got more views. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. There's nothing that will be better than that headline. I know it's like, what is it? It's February of 2023. There is no other headline this year that's going to be funnier than that sentence. Elon Musk forced algorithmic change to boost his tweets after Joe Biden got more views. He was angry that the president of the most powerful country in the planet got more views than the former richest man in the world. My goodness. My goodness. Frustrated about his engagement on Twitter, Musk forced his team of engineers to overflow the feed with his tweets. Dude, I'm just imagining Elon Musk breaking into the room with all of his developers, and he's like, I need to show you guys something. And he hits the data, the analytics for his Twitter. It's down 5% this month. That is a problem. Fix it by the end of the day. Just storms out. I would love to see how that how did he even open this up? How did he even open it up with his staff? How did he go to his developers, the few of them that are left, that are sustaining themselves out of the crumbs gathered by church mice, right? How did he go to them and bring up the fact that hey guys, so I want you guys to do a change to the algorithm. I've been having some problems with it. Oh really, Mr. Musk? I mean, what could it be? What's the problem, Mr. Musk? Well, you see, I'm not popular enough. How does he even how did he ask for them to make this change? How does he ask for them to make this change? What's the ask he puts forward here? After Elon Musk's tweet about the Super Bowl received less engagement than President Joe Biden's, the billionaire Twitter CEO reportedly introduced major changes to the algorithm to prioritize his own tweets. Engineers at Twitter were woken at 2:36 a.m. on Monday. No fucking way. Dude, it's so much better. It's so much better to imagine that Elon Musk is messaging people smack dab in the middle of the night. It's 2:30 a.m. He's laying down in his hibernation pod because he's weird and rich. And he just can't stop thinking about a Super Bowl tweet before just taking out his phone, and the little illumination from his phone glows his face up in his little hibernation pod where he has his tubes hooked up to him so he doesn't have to go to the bathroom and doesn't have to, get food, whatever this weird rich guy does. You just start messaging them. Not enough likes. Fix it now. Sends him the Super Bowl tweet. My tweet is obviously superior to Joe Biden's. Why doesn't it have more likes?
Bankrupt man.
Sumanana State with the Tsunami State subscribed to Tier 1. They've subscribed for 6 months. Greeting from Central Ukraine. Time sure flies, man. Hope your trip to Ukraine will do well. Hey, I'm flying out March 4th. I appreciate the love. And with that, site chat is no longer on screen. It's gutter chat. Site chat's getting complacent. Is today the day that gutter chat defeats the unending winning streak of site chat? Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. And I hope you stay safe in central Ukraine. I've been to Cherkasy. Central Ukraine is a lot quieter than the rest of the country, so I hope that your week's been pretty quiet. I hope you've had a good week. Where were we? Oh, yes. Engineers at Twitter were woken at 2:36 a.m. on Monday when James Musk, the cousin of Elon Musk, sent an urgent request to everyone on the team who was online, according to sources who spoke to Platformer. We are debugging an issue with engagement across the platform, James Musk wrote. Any people who can make dashboards and write software, please can you help solve this problem? This is high urgency. If you're willing to help out, please thumb up this post. You know what's great about this too? Is it wasn't Elon who brought this up to his team. He was possibly so embarrassed he couldn't do it himself. He had to get his family member to do it. He had to get his cousin to do it. I would respect it more if he was just get me more views on my Twitter. And he just directly said it, because to a level I could say that's actually pretty, that's pretty base to actually just be give me more views. Rig it for me. Just straight up. It's not a good thing to do, but being so open about it, so straight up.
Webster 74 has donated $20.
Get bent, gutter chat.
Well, okay then, never mind. Gutter chat once again takes the L. Okay. Update once again uprooted by Z Webster donating 20 bucks to the channel. I really appreciate that, Z Webster. What a Chad moment there. You taking gutter chat. Oh,
Burns is an immoral, morally corrupt, bankrupt man.
But Typey, what a weird way to pronounce the name, with the primer trying to push back against it, but then immediately a response from Captain TBT gifting Satan wins a sub.
Satan _ wins a tier 1 subscription. Down with gutter chat.
Damn. Even that prime can't dig them out of this one. Dirt Typey is the only one holding the barricades over in gutter chat. I appreciate it. Him and the man from Central Ukraine, Tsunami State. My goodness, I appreciate all the support. Gutter chat, I'm sorry that you got done in by Z Webster and Captain. Anyway, where were we? Oh yes. The emergency in question was that Elon Musk's tweet about the super dude. I love this is high urgency. Dude. I imagine like somebody like, hey, this is my chance to get promoted at Twitter, right? Like, hey, they need people who are go-getters. I'm a go-getter. I'll go get. So then he like messaged him. What is it? What's high urgency? Are likes not showing up? Is Twitter not up? Are we being hacked? Or what's going on? Oh, well, the Super Bowl is happening. Okay, is it a problem with advertisers around the Super? No. You don't understand. I tweeted about the Super Bowl, and my tweet about the Super Bowl didn't get a lot of likes. I love this idea. I love it. The emergency in question was that Elon Musk's tweet about the Super Bowl received less engagement than Biden's, who generally generated nearly 29 million impressions after expressing his support for the Philadelphia Eagles. Damn, man. Dude, I gotta say, Musk, who also said he would be rooting for the Eagles, generated a little more than 9.1 million impressions before deleting his tweet in a fit of frustration. Okay, so I gotta say, unintentionally, it's pretty funny that Musk deleted his tweet supporting the Eagles. You know what this makes it look like? Because from a distance, you know what this looks like? I don't think anybody would have even thought about the impressions.
Sexton gave Bainbridgeborn a tier 1 subscription. Did you enjoy your 30 seconds, gutter chat?
Damn! Oh my god! Sepson not only gifting a tier 1 sub, but he's like rubbing salt into the wound of the gutter chatters over there in Twitch chat. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh my god, that's brutal. Okay, back to the story. My goodness, Sepson's becoming a little tyrant in there. But you know what this looks like to me from a distance? This makes it look like that Joe Biden's ride or die, while Elon Musk is not a true homie, right? So like Biden, he rooted for the Eagles. Eagles lost the Super Bowl. He didn't delete his tweet. He kept it up there. He wants people to know weeks later, yeah, I rooted for the Eagles. Yeah, they lost, but it's a good fight, you know? It was a good team. I support the Eagles. Rah, rah, Eagles, right? It makes him look like a ride or die guy. He looks like a ride or die homie for the Eagles. Well, Elon Musk, it looks like, oh, damn, the Eagles lost. Deletes tweet, never mind. What? I supported the Eagles? I never supported the Eagles. That's what I thought when I saw that he deleted the tweet. Because I did notice he deleted the tweet. I didn't know it was because he didn't get enough impressions. I thought it was because he just didn't want to accept the fact that the Eagles lost and that he supported the Eagles. Because he can't be on the losing team. My goodness. Musk then flew his private jet back to San Francisco to demand answers from Twitter's team of engineers. This is comical. Really? Could you imagine? He wakes up. His pilot of his private jet. He's like, okay, sir, I'm here. It was my daughter's birthday today. What is it? What's going on? Oh, is there like a union? Is there a union organizing going on? Do we need to go bust a union? Is Twitter HQ dealing with rioting? What's going on? Oh yeah. My Super Bowl tweet didn't get enough views. We need to go to Twitter to fix this problem immediately. Twitter users began to notice that Musk's posts were Induating. Overwhelming. Okay. Let's use the synonym. Overwhelming their ranked timeline. This was not a coincidence. According to Platformer, which reported that Musk threatened to fire his remaining engineers if they did not build a system guaranteeing that only Musk would benefit from a new promotion system that would show his tweets to the entire user base. Musk's deputies alerted the rest of the engineering team this weekend that if his engagement wasn't fixed, they would all lose their jobs. Late Sunday night, the CEO also addressed a team of 80 people in person. By the way, do you guys remember like that Elon Musk like did a Twitter poll saying he would step down as CEO like a month and a half ago, like 2 months ago? You guys remember this, right? What happened to that? It's like 2 months after he'd say he'd step down, and he's bullying Twitter staff for not making his tweets get enough views. Like, what's going on? When is he going to step down? Employees had to work through the night to determine why Musk's tweets weren't reaching as many people as he would like and test possible solutions. Engineers explained that one possibility for the decline in views might be because many users on the site have blocked and muted him in recent months. They also found technical reasons for the drop in engagement, including a system that has historically promoted tweets from accounts whose posters do better to all users in the For You tab. According to some engineers and internal estimates, Musk's tweets should have been promoted through the system, but they showed up only less than half the time that the engineers thought they should. On Monday afternoon, Musk's problem had been fixed because Twitter launched a code to automatically greenlight all of Musk's tweets past the filter that is designed to show people the best possible content. The algorithm now artificially boosts the CEO's tweets by a factor of 1,000. Ensuring that his thoughts will rank higher than anyone else on the For You tab. The system is called a power user multiplier, but engineers told Platformer that it is exclusively applied to Musk's tweets. The code also allows Musk's account to bypass an algorithm that would otherwise stop a single account from overpowering the ranked feed. People who opened the app on Monday found that Musk was drowning out their feed, with a dozen or more Musk tweets and replies visible to those who follow him, and millions who do not. According to an internal estimate obtained by Platformer, over 90% of Musk followers have now seen his tweets on their For You page. Musk on Tuesday acknowledged a flood of his tweets on the timeline by posting a meme in which one woman labeled Elon's tweets forcefully bottle feeds another woman labeled Twitter while pulling her hair back. This is very strangely pornographic, isn't it? That's weird. Anyway, popular technology YouTuber Zach Nelson took to Twitter on Wednesday to highlight the hypocrisy of Musk's action since acquiring the social media platform for $44 billion. Everyone else's free speech is of equal importance, except for mine, which is more importanter. Nelson joked. I mean, there is something to be said, right? Now, there's not really much commentary for me to add here. I don't think there's much commentary anyone could add. I feel like the story kind of speaks for itself. I think a lot of times silence speaks more. And the more I ramble about this, the less funny it will be. On its face, it is funny for the CEO of a major company to make a social media post about the Super Bowl. Then once he finds out that his post did not get as many views as the president of the United States, he flies out in the middle of the night to Twitter HQ, waking people up at like 2 a.m. to go make sure that his tweets, his social media posts about the Super Bowl get all the views. That everybody sees his tweets about the Super Bowl. That everybody sees his tweets because his tweets are special and people deserve to see them. I mean, it is pretty funny on its face. But there is also something to be said about the fact that Elon Musk took Twitter over. Then all this hubbub about the Twitter files talking about, hey, you know, Twitter was algorithmically suppressing information about Hunter Biden's laptop. And oh my gosh, how terrible that is. How terrible for this partisanship to have taken over Twitter.com. And I don't necessarily agree with the framing. We can get into the specifics of the Twitter files maybe another day. It was never a story that particularly interested me, mostly because it took so long for them to get to the point. There was like 20 different parts to the Twitter files. It was like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 6, part 7. Like it became like the Harry Potter novels. I'm not gonna like sit down like with the Hobbit novels, the Harry Potter novels, like read all of them. It's just too big of a thing. It's like an anthology, like sitting down to watch Lord of the Rings. Okay, I don't feel like doing that. But it is pretty funny with all the hubbub he made about evil government suppression of certain Twitter stories and the Twitter algorithm secretly making it so certain Twitter users who engage in behavior that's against Twitter TOS will have their tweets algorithmically suppressed. Ooh, and it's like so bad, so evil, so disgusting. But then immediately when his Super Bowl tweet doesn't get enough like-redos on the internet, doesn't get enough Reddit updates, he's like, increase my influence by a rate of 1,000. I need to fly out in the middle of the night, and you will all be fired if you do not get me enough internet attention immediately. Give me more internet clout right now. Right now. It is pretty funny and hypocritical. Now, there is something to be said about, well, what if this is a ploy by Elon Musk to test out the algorithm, to see what happens if his tweets just so happen to get a 1,000% boost? Like what happens if Elon Musk's tweets get to bypass all of the filters that everybody else has to go through? But if he really wanted to test that out, he could have done it with like another account. He could have made a new account and tried it with that. Or he could have tried it with any other number of accounts besides his own. Definitely when the thing that's motivating this is his tweet not getting enough attention about the Super Bowl. Tara Dublin, a radio personality, also tweeted a sarcastic response to the new flood of Musk tweets on everyone's timelines. If only everybody had told everybody else letting Elon Musk buy Twitter was a bad idea, she wrote, adding the hashtag #BlockElon. Comedy writer Aaron Gills also reacted to the new algorithmic change, writing, "Remember, you may feel lonely, but you'll never spend $44 billion to make it to make it seem like people like me." Wait, what? Remember, you may feel lonely, but you'll never spend $44 billion to make it seem like people like me lonely. Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, I get it. Following the mass criticism of Musk spanning the timeline, the CEO appeared to suggest that the changes would be reversed, at least in part. "Please stay tuned while we make adjustments to the algorithm," he tweeted. What does that even mean? Why did he put algorithm in quotation marks? What does this mean? What do you mean algorithm in quotation marks? Is it something else doing this? Why did he put it in quotation, like algorithm? Is it not a real algorithm? I don't understand it. The artificial boost to Musk's tweets remain, but engineers told Platformer that they have dropped from a factor of 1,000. The new algorithmic change is the latest consequence of Musk's recent outbursts regarding his dwindling engagement on the site. Just last week, Platformer revealed that Musk fired one of the company's principal engineers because the engineer explained that views on the CEO's tweets were falling in part because general interest in Musk is declining. God, this is too fucking fun. I mean, it sucks for him. Very sad, but also very funny. While Twitter engineers aren't thrilled about the system they're building, they are scared of losing their jobs if they don't cooperate with Terracell Elon Musk. He bought the company, made a point of showcasing what he believed was broken, and manipulated under previous management. Then turns around and manipulates the platform to force engagement on all users to hear only his voice, a current employee told Platformer. "I think we're past the point of believing that he actually wants what's best for everyone here." I gotta say, man, honestly, this is so funny that I kind of am not that angry that Elon Musk is the CEO of Twitter. I said this at the beginning that I didn't think Twitter would change that drastically with Elon Musk as CEO. And I think like the worst aspect of it is every once in a while I see more slurs in my timeline now, probably. I definitely did at the beginning. I think that has kind of quieted down a bit. I'm seeing more bots DMing me than ever. That's like another negative on my day-to-day Twitter experience, right? But besides that, Twitter's basically the same. But if we get more stories like this constantly, outside of the fact that like the bots are annoying and this is terribly egotistical and sad, this is also really funny, and I can't wait to see what's next in the Elon Musk saga. Unironically. If having to see Elon Musk tweets every once in a while is the price I have to pay to getting to read articles about Elon Musk flying on private jets in the middle of the night to make sure that his Super Bowl tweets get more view than the President of the United States, then this is a sacrifice I am willing to make. Absolutely. Man, absolutely. This is really funny. Okay.